Howdy, folks.
Hello. I am not Slime.
I am not Starlight Kirby.
What?
Just getting me into the camera. I'm Italian Falchion, or Jenny.
And I am Nightman.
Nice to be with y'all. We are going to very soon be getting into Pool 3.
Yep, we already have our first two competitors on cab, and we're going to be playing the difficult chart for this here. I don't know what this is called.
Croissant mentioned it earlier. Chico Tactics, I think.
Okay. The only thing I ever remember is the army stuff going on in the background video. It's very entertaining.
It is great. And then the scary part is always if you're on a good run, you have to watch her get shot out of the cannon, and there's like a 10-second break, and then you have to go right back in. Those insidious breaks at the end are always tough to navigate.
And then you have leading cyber, which is a well, it's a chart. It's very disjointed.
Yeah, the leading cyber is quite the spicy 13 to protect. So we'll see how Fortnite Chill, who protected it, show their experience on that, hopefully.
I think Fortnite Chill is one of our staff here today.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen him around every day here.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, you're right. I have seen him behind the desk. Yep, and he's got the Red Note hat.
Yeah.
One of the employees here.
Shout outs to the venue.
Oh, yeah.
Very grateful for this space.
Red Note's been incredible to work with throughout this whole process. It's been an absolute joy. We were here all day yesterday, helping move cabs and all that, just volunteering. We were bribed in food. It worked. And yeah, it's been and now we're here for day 2 and getting into Pool 3. Here we are. Up here. Oh, Fortnite Chill looks like a rainbow player, so immediately Nightman's favorite in this pool by default.
Hey, don't go outing my bias.
Even if it's correct. Looks like Junxie's off to an early lead by about a little under 20. Plenty of song left though.
We're only in Pool 3, but already these players are just like so accurate most of the time.
Junxie still holding on to a very slight lead.
After a small lead game in the beginning.
Oh, by 20 now going into this break.
Seems like it threw them both off a bit.
But Junxie holds on to take it by 21. 31 perfects.
Yeah,
really.
That's solid.
Very solid. You can see their focus on MA paid off there. Taking a couple more greats, but the MA coming in clutch for them.
That was Junxie. I don't know how to pronounce that.
How to pronounce what?
Their tag. Junxie, I guess.
I was saying Junkie, but yeah, I guess it's Junxie. Junkie makes sense.
So that was their protect, and they won on that. So let's see how they do with this one.
All right, getting into leading cyber, a notoriously tricky 13.
Has several bursts of 16th notes that seemingly come out of absolutely nowhere.
Truly. It's not as bad as Graduistic Cyber, that's the one that has the really long drill, if I remember correctly. But this is still very, very weird. Do you know what mix this is from? Early.
It's like max or earlier.
Gotcha. And yes, that definitely shows the lovable jank associated with that time period of chart. Oh, it is tight. Starting out really tight. Getting into these little repeated jack sections.
Definitely a common characteristic of older charts. Man, they're just about 4EX apart. Wow.
They're both hanging in there with really solid MA on this very tricky 13.
See how they handle the burst coming up here.
Here's where the chart shows its full teeth.
Looks like Junxie built a bit of a lead there. Still very close.
Oh, has pulled back to equalize.
Wow, look at all this Marvelous. He is locked in. Wow.
Oh, and he comes back to take it by 7. Wow.
That's crazy. He was
Nicely
behind by like 15 and just did not pick up more perfects after that.
A really, really solid MA on leading cyber there, 48.
Classic money score is a scam moment, 981 to 960, and 981 lost.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was really, really impressive showing there from those players to, even after those weird, janky sections with the 16ths and the half turns, to get back on track and get back in the MA window, the Marvelous window, and hit that MA. Often with those middle sections like that throw you off, you can kind of get a little rattled and lose your timing. So really nice showing from both of them to settle back into that window towards the end there. It's kind of this, the chart is kind of an 11, a 14, and then an 11.
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good way of looking at it. Kind of like White Rose, only not as isolated.
Yeah.
Pool 3 starting off close. We got a draw already. So
yeah. To see it. Who do we have coming up next? Super K. We have Super K and Rolling Crow. I believe Rolling Crow. Yeah, Rolling Crow was one of the ones that moved on from Pool 2. Facing off against Super K, who is looks like an 805 gamer. Yep. At Thousand Oaks. That's the 805 area, is that right?
correct.
Rolling Crow from wherever wherever my friends said, where do you usually game? Wherever my friends go. Valid. Very valid.
That's very relatable.
Alright, do we have a card draw? Paging card draw. Paging card draw. Or they'll, I mean, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out together. Oh, X-Ray Binary, ESP. This is a really fun chart.
Yeah, this is a fantastic 13.
And then, so that was Super K's Protect, and Rolling Crow's Protect is going to be Vega DSP. Interesting. I don't think I've played the DSP of Vega before.
I've played it. I don't remember it very well.
All right, here we go. X-ray binary. One of the MusicQ Bimani songs, along with Connect, I believe, is also another really fun 13.
Yeah,
by the same team. Similar sort of rhythmic scheme of these fun little syncopations. Starting out, oh man, dead even.
These complex eighth note patterns are a ton of fun to execute.
Absolutely.
And also can throw you off if you're not ready for them.
Now you have these little syncopated gallop patterns. Sort of tripped them up, both up a little bit at first, but they locked into it. So they got used to these repeated rhythmic patterns. Another feature of the MusicQ songs, that these repeated patterns that once you get the hang of them, they kind of repeat over and over, and really satisfying to execute.
Got a gap of only 8 coming into after that gap.
Got Rolling Crow with a slight lead, less than 10, looks like. Both holding on to solid free and full combos. Rolling Crow still with the lead, but Super K keeping it very close. Rhythmic bursts here, they're staying with it.
Rolling Crow takes it by 16.
16.
527 notes, and the gap is 16 EX.
Really impressive. Really solid green full combos. It's like a AAA from Rolling Crow and a high AA from Super K. Next up, we'll have Vega DSP. So presumably will not be quite as stamina taxing and draining as the ESP14, but still just as long. So
still just as long, still 190 BPM, so it's not going to be as stamina because it's an 11, but it's going to be a tiring 11.
Tested consistency, I'm sure.
Honestly, 2 long songs in a row. That's very binary. I tend to forget just how long it is, but it is.
Yeah, me too.
You know, 527 arrows.
Deciding on some speed mods here. 325 is pretty speedy. That's above 600. Looks like Super K went with Rolling Crow opting for the quote-unquote safer 573. Here we go. Ooh, that's a tricky offbeat to hit. Yeah. Usually those are triples right in the ESP. Kind of, you gotta poke that offbeat out of nowhere. Super K hanging on to a nice color. That's awesome. I just said color.
You know the drill.
Yeah. Speaking of drills.
Indeed. There's neck and neck here.
Really are.
Ooh, a miss from Pro.
Really can.
Seems like they maybe lost balance for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, with those drills kind of shifting the place where you start, you really gotta keep balance in your technique to shift.
Give Super K a small lead here. See if he holds on to it.
This reminds me a lot of Night of Nights DSP. A similar feel, but longer and faster. Wow, what a consistency test with all these running 8s.
Yeah.
Oh, rollingcrow seems to be tightening the gap a little bit. Now to the end. Super K takes it, holds on to win. Another solid green full combo.
1-1 again, but this time they each won on the other person's protect.
It's crazy how much that happens. Really nicely played set from both players.
Well, let's see if we catch any non-draws in our commentating set here.
Any what?
Any non-draws. We're 2 for 2 so far, 1-1s.
Love to see these evenly matched sets that you get so frequently with this pool, this waterfall pool system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always playing against people that are around your skill set or around your ability level, and then it just comes down to the draw and the specific skill sets that each player has, and then you know, who toughs it out, who has the better game that day.
Yep, good old execution. These have all been decided by less than 20, haven't they?
Yeah, really incredibly close matches.
Sorry, there was one that was 21.
Yep. Hi, LT. LT says hi to both of us.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Wish you were here. Hey, Type of Box.
I've had a lot of friends at the chat here. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Tune in for some good-ass DDR and lots of it. You are not going to be starved for content the next 2 days. I can assure you of that. We're going to, I believe today was originally scheduled to run until 9 or 10, and it's almost certainly going to be later than that now.
Yeah,
with the late start.
Scheduled. I think it was supposed to run from 10 to 10.
10 to 10.
And
okay.
We're running behind, but last I heard we were catching up slightly
that's nice.
to the schedule. So
That's
it's
good.
possible we'll be done around 10.
Around 10.
But it seems more likely it'll be closer to 11 or later.
And then we do it all again in the morning with some higher level players.
It is currently 2:50 p.m.
250. Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that. Left Down Upright being the same weekend is a little unfortunate because I would have liked to have watched that. But obviously, you know, I'm here, and this has been way too entertaining to not pay attention to.
Definitely. Pop back and forth between the streams or watch the VODs of one later on.
Mm-hmm.
All good stuff. And then this is pool 3. I'll be competing in pool 5, and Nightman will be competing in pool 7. Is that right?
That's correct.
So you can catch us playing then.
Mm-hmm. So we did finish our first batch of four matches. So people are doing their new batch of card draw based on like their new opponents. So that's why we have this short
pool 6
here.
Yes, there's pool 6. Just neither of us are in it.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that is correct, Jermunch.
we got some pop-offs over there. That is the one thing. I love commentating. That's the one thing sometimes you miss a moment.
Yeah.
But hopefully y'all have a double monitor situation. You're watching both streams, so you can see whatever happened. Oh yes, they did. They won each other's protects. Someone want to let us know what happened? Someone in the chat want to let us know what happened? I'm curious.
Heard that.
The FOMO, the pop-off FOMO.
1EX victory. Oh my goodness.
Nice. looks like we're the Grand TO Alex over there is dealing with some card draw. We should have some action shortly. Who do we have else left to play in this pool?
It's not that we have people left to play. Everyone's played one round.
Oh, everyone has played one round. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we have the gap while we're doing new card draws with new pairings.
Gotcha, makes sense. So it looks like looking at
it's very possible based on how things went over here that the two that we just had on stream are going to end up like playing the same four are going to be playing each other because of the fact that they have the same record of the draws. Unless we had more draws over there,
it looks
which
like
is possible.
That's exactly what's going to happen now. Because oh wow, Croissant, who was one of the ones that moved up from pool 2, 2-0'd calzone in set D. I guess that might be what just happened over there. It looks like chipsuwu. I don't know. 2-0'd Starlight Teacups, Jose.
So we got the draws and they got the 2-0s. Although, one of them by 1 EX, so.
Right.
Not like it wasn't still close.
Absolutely.
So yeah, with that, Super K is going to be playing one of either Fortnite Chill or Junxie.
Looks like it's going to be Junxie.
And Rolling Crow is going to play the other.
Yeah, looks like AJL.
Yep.
And then Chips and Croissant, the two 2-0 winners will be facing off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, looks like we're waiting on. We got some pausers as we're dealing with some logistics with the card draw. So we will be back shortly. See y'all in just a sec. Welcome back, y'all. Yeah. So we've gotten through the card draws now. So we're moving into round 2, I guess it's called, round 2 of the third pool. Mm-hmm. Looks like we're gonna have Croissant and who's that on the right? Do you know? Oh, Chips. Mm-hmm. Nice. So we've got the winner show off on our side here. Both folks that went 2-0 in their first match. Mm-hmm. So this could be, if one of them wins 2-0, I believe that would guarantee them a spot in the next pool. Is that right?
Unless they go 0-2 on their next one, yes.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So you still have to win at least one more to guarantee it, depending on how the tiebreakers work and such. And all right, we've got our HFAM again.
Good old boomer set.
Oh man.
Jet World and Healing Vision.
Wow. So we have Jet World ESP and the notorious Healing Vision Angelic mix, which was Chips Protect. We start off with Jet World. I don't know if I've ever played Jet World, actually. What kind of chart are we looking at?
Gallops.
Gallops.
Mostly
okay.
Gallops.
Oh God, at 138, that sounds miserable.
Yeah, it's got a couple of fairly iconic sections.
Gotcha. So we've got a Croissant cheering section as well, which is absolutely adorable. I love it. I love the signs.
The signs made by Super K.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Croissant told me that. Or did you tell me that, or did Croissant? I forgot.
I think I mentioned it.
Yeah. So is this going to be who gets through the jank better kind of contest?
I mean, you can frame it that way if you want. It mostly is just like syncopation and gallops, and then aside from that, it's eighth notes. So,
cool. All right, let's get into it. Really solid start from both players. Looks like Croissant's holding on to a very slim lead. Ooh, that's a fun pattern. Wow. Oh, wow, they both nailed the little drill syncopated section.
Yeah, they did. This is going to end up coming down to this section and when it repeats later. There's a section like that again later in the chart toward the end, and I think that's going to be what decides it with how close they are right now.
So they both rushed those little gallops a little bit. Downgraded to green. Oh, it is dead even at that break. Woo. Oh, wow. So yeah, it looks like it is going to come down to this the repeat of that gallop section. So tight. Oh, by one.
By 1 EX. Chips takes it.
Chips takes it by 1. Oh my God.
Money score scamming.
Again, yep, just slightly better MA took it despite 6 straights to 3. Wow.
That's crazy.
What a win. Right. So from one boomer chart to the other?
Correct.
All right. Victorious, Healing Vision, and Telekinesis. I said this earlier to Croissant in Pool 1. It's not the most pleasant song to listen to, like, from a pure enjoyment standpoint, but it is very evocative. I quite like. It's quite powerful, I think. And it has a bed and a heartbeat at the end. It's a really interesting, a lot of interesting musical choices. And then they go and throw the most obnoxious chart on top of it, and I'm like, well, which is you're meant to spin on a couple of times, I think, and I don't, and no one does because it's hard, and why would you? Famous slow start.
This is going to be just a lot of double-stepping eighth notes, trying to stay as accurate as possible at 196 BPM.
Which is a very awkward BPM to double step. Looks like Chips out to about a 20-point lead starting out. Really one of the more taxing 13s, I think.
Absolutely.
In terms of raw endurance, stamina.
Out of the old charts, this was one of the most tiring charts in the game.
The jumps, Chips holding on to a solid, looks like about 40, 45-point lead.
Stop here. And it definitely doesn't look like Croissant knows this one quite as well. Possibly stamina getting to her a bit too, after having played an entire pool previous to this.
Yeah, still a really impressive showing.
Absolutely.
It's a grind. Chips with a solid, good full combo. chipsuwu taking it 2-0, but really strong showing by both of them.
A 2 miss 964 is not bad at all.
No. Great match. Really great match. So with that, Chips is 2-0 in both rounds. So I believe with at least a split in his next match will guarantee a spot in Pool 4.
Correct. As long as he wins at least one song, he's advancing.
And I think Croissant would need to go 2-0 in her next match, and then there'd probably be a tiebreaker of some kind involved. But she still has a shot.
Yeah, I believe that's correct, yeah.
Which is really impressive, considering he came down from Pool 2 and is still really competitive.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this next pool. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Next, we've got Starlight and Calzone match.
And what a draw we have here.
Oh, man.
Looks like we have Raspberry Heart and Dance Celebration System 7 Remix.
And Starlight protected Raspberry Heart, and Calzone Dance Celebration. I don't believe I'm familiar with Raspberry Heart. I do know Dance Celebration. That's a really fun 13. Some fun little 16th note triples with turns involved. Really fun to execute.
Raspberry Heart, well, I mean, it's an old June 11, so it's probably got a lot of jumps.
Oh boy. All right. Good to know. That should be on the bingo card. If it's not, it should be. I don't know if it is. Someone entering their pin wrong. I hope it is.
They've got the names flipped.
Now they're right. They're right now. ESP 9, CSP 11. Don't see that too often.
And it's got an air rating of 50 and an 11, so we're going to be seeing a lot of jumps.
Yep. Oh, wow. They're hugging it out, going in. All right. Love to see it.
It's a great song.
Strange miss there on Starlight's side, but recovers just fine.
I think he just kind of got jump scared by the first arrow, reading at 640.
Ah, that makes sense. There's definitely airplane-worthy reading speed right there. Oh, it is dead even.
Starlight has about a 7-point lead.
Just a matter of consistency on the chart like this, staying in the window, and
those greats were his entire lead. We're back to basically tied.
Wow. Oh, wow. Calzone's pulled it back.
He's trading leads back and forth by a few points at a time.
Starlight takes it by 2. Wow, what a match. Back and forth all the way through. Starlight took it on MA. Another money score situation.
Money score, always a scam.
The superior MA, despite the 6 greats and a drop.
Great showing for both.
Yeah, really. Staying in it, not letting a couple of drop greats here and there get them rattled too much. Staying in it all the way through. You never know.
This will be an interesting one.
Absolutely. It's tricky.
Tricky chart.
Yeah. Really fun when you get it down, though, in my opinion. Oh wow. Starlight really do like to read fast. Going with a 5x on 132.
Yeah, 660. That's dangerous on a chart with a freeze rating like this.
Freeze rating and lots of tricky triples and turns, like things you have to turn a certain way for.
We'll have to see how he handles that.
Yeah. Both players opting to foot switch these freezes. Dead even to start out. And gallops at this tempo are always really tricky to nail. Both players doing a really admirable job, and oh, it is looking tight. Trading back and forth once again. Oh, calzone's pulled out to just a slight lead, about 10 points. Ooh, unfortunate dropped freeze on Starlight's side.
Starlight's MA seems to be better in general, but they're being thrown off by some of the rhythms when there's a large gap, and I think part of that's a consequence of reading just slightly too fast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But as long as they keep it controlled, it is giving them a large payoff in the MA.
True. Seems like this is something they would want to read at 4.75 should such a thing exist. Oh my
goodness. By 1 at the very end, he caught it.
Wow.
That's insane. Well done.
Incredible win. Hung tough. That was another traded back and forth. Could have gone either way.
What a set by these two.
Love to see such height matches. Wow. What a treat these matches have been, my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy.
And with that, next we'll be moving on to round 3. Looks like Chips will be taking on Junxie for the in the top of that top of this pool. So I think both of them have 2 2-0s. Is that right? Or no, Junxie doesn't.
Sure.
I know Chips has 2 2-0s. I guess Junxie has a 2-0 and a 1-1.
Yeah, 2-0 and a 1-1. That's right.
Okay.
That would have to be right.
Yeah. And then Croissant will take on Starlight, who just took this one 2-0. Oh, there's the bracket there. Y'all can take a gander. I'll stick with my phone because on our screen it is tiny whiny font. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got my phone. It's cool. All right. Cool. There we go. Yep, so Chips got the full set of 12 possible points. Junxie with 7, and then Starlight and Croissant both have 6.
We've got a whole lot of 4-4s.
Oh, wow. So this could be any of the top 4 theoretically could move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's wild. It's going to be some hype matches. Shout out to Croissant being in the top half of Pool 3 after moving on from Pool 2.
Yeah.
Got some strong 805 representation happening throughout these pools, it looks like. Up and down. Is there just something about those folks that kind of created their own little subculture around the 805? Just a lot of cool players all in one place, I guess.
Seems to be.
SoCal just tends to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, there's a reason I've flown out here now for 2 SoCalDDR tournaments. A lot of really awesome people that I love spending time with and playing with, and it's always great. It's a great time. I look forward to more.
Yeah, same. Just same.
Oh, you drove.
Yeah.
You crazy person. You drove. I mean, I appreciate it because now because I get to carpool with you. So I very much appreciate that. But you drove 9 hours through the desert.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
If you say so.
I've had worse. One more set. One more batch of songs.
We're going into round 3.
Yeah, they're doing card draws for the last of Pool 3.
I think there's still one more match from set 2. Is that still set 2 or round 2 that's going on over there? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think then yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, we're waiting on another match over there. So we will be right back with round 3. Draws for round 3. See you in a bit.
All right.
And we're back. We've got over here, we've got Croissant and Starlight facing off. So if one of these folks wins 2-0, then they will have a shot to move on. It'll depend on the tiebreakers and all that. So this is everything on the line match. Looks like we've got, oh, wow. So Centaur, we saw that Centaur was on here a little bit before we came back. It turns out it's Croissant's pocket pick. Wow. What a pocket pick.
More boomer charts. Yes.
And then we have Starlight protecting if DSP. Pretty solid chart.
If's a great song.
It's a great song.
I kind of wish I liked the charts more.
Yeah.
They're not bad, but they're not like exceptional to me. But the song is really good.
Yeah. The 15's such a pain of if, personally. But first we get these funky beats.
We got an old jazz chart.
I'm trying to listen for like where, if it's swung or not swung. It's kind of like in between, which is probably why the chart is even extra funky on top of it just being weird.
It's jazz. It's how jazz is. It does what it wants.
It's true. It's very hard to chart too. So. Oh, wow. Croissant nailing all of that syncopation. My goodness.
Starlight not doing half bad.
No,
but,
definitely
Croissant
not.
showing why it was her pocket pick.
Yeah. It is a heck of a chart knowledge and reading check. Starlight really hanging in there with some solid MA. Croissant only now dropping gold combo. Still with about a 20-point lead. Oh, does it get Blue Note syndrome? Oh, I didn't even notice it does. Ugh, it's gross. Just widening the lead a little bit. It's Croissant. Croissant's got about a 40-point lead, looks like.
Those patterns are really tricky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
with a green full combo, too. Really solid.
Almost a AAA.
Almost a AAA. Yeah. I think that's probably better than the first time I played it, which was like less than a year ago. So it's really impressive.
But with how Starlight's been playing, I think that they have a strong shot with the if DSP.
Definitely.
Nothing too crazy, just like some 8-note MA, and that seems to be
predominantly an MA contest. Yeah.
That seems to be what they're good at.
Reading speed seems like, at least for them, it works well. Read fast.
Is that 680? They really read this as 680.
That's kind of wild, especially for just a song with 8 notes.
Yeah, we are due for takeoff.
If a really cool song that was, I believe it was a course unlock in 820 or 820 plus. Is that right?
820 plus.
Really cool, interesting addition to the song catalog, DDR. It's like Croissant out to a very slight early lead.
Less than 5.
Yeah. It's probably going to come down to the end, just being such an MA battle.
Gotta keep consistent.
Oh, wow. Croissant has it by 3.
Looks like they both fumble a little bit on the tracks. The lead stays about the same. But it does look like Croissant's picked up a bit.
Up to about a 20-point lead or so. Staying really consistent through these 8th note double steps. Starlight, making up a gap, closing the gap a little bit. But Croissant holds on, takes it 2-0. Wow. Incredible performance from Croissant.
By 21.
Coming up from pool 2, moving up from pool 2, and now with a shot to move on into pool 4. With four song wins and 2 set wins under her belt. A really incredible performance from both players. Man, these hype matches. We're just getting started.
Matches are going to be like this all day, it seems like.
I know.
It's just, well, that like say, the strength of these formats with the pools and everything, like going through waterfall and then like kind of crossing the waterfall with Swiss, we're still just going to keep seeing these very close matches.
Yeah, and there's just so many great players showing up from all skill levels, all levels of experience. That's great to see.
For sure.
Oh, I'm kind of sad Innocence of Silence didn't get picked. That is a... I love anyone who knows me knows I love my janky 12s, and that is probably one of the jankiest of the 12s.
It's just another one of those boomer charts.
It's great, but it's so stupid. It's great. I love it. It doesn't make any sense.
The doubles 12 is one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to do those like weird gallops like across the pad back and forth? Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds brutal.
It's so much fun.
I don't partake in doubles much, so I think I probably should start doing that a little bit more. Might help me with crossover tech a little bit.
Oh,
I did a little bit.
I can guarantee it would.
Yeah, I did it a little bit, and actually from doing doubles a little bit, I accidentally learned how to do Scoobies.
Yeah, that's basically how I learned how to do crossovers in general. Is just I played doubles and it started happening because it had to happen or I was gonna die.
Literally no other option.
Yeah.
All right, looking at the standings here, so it looks like Chips took their third set as well, so they're a 3-0. But Croissant, it appears,
we still have more matches to play, but they are in
second.
Yeah.
Yes. So Junxie has not yet played. Is that right? Am I seeing that right? Because yeah, I still see 1-1 for them.
So that's probably 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 1, and 1.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, that. Looking here, that match already happened. So yeah, Chips beat Junxie 2-0.
Right.
And that does mean that Croissant is going to move on, because all the other matches are from folks that are lower down in the tier.
Are we sure?
Pretty sure. So that's Rolling Crows down there. Super K and AJL are. I mean, don't quote me completely, but it appears to be that.
The thing that's tough, right, is that because they haven't played a third match, they have points available.
Oh no!
So
yep, there it is. They marked it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well done, Croissant.
That's incredible. So yeah, with that, the only other match is with the 5th and 7th. It looks like. Yeah. So Croissant is going to move on. The only match left is with 5th and 7th.
Super K and AJ.
Yeah. So they don't
have enough
points.
And they don't have any. Yep. Okay.
So Croissant moving up from 2 and now through 3 into pool 4. What an incredible performance! That's
right. She earned her spot with this set right here.
Yeah, that's a really impressive achievement to move through 2 pools. You'd know something about that.
It's exhausting is what it is. By the end of the second pool, I was about ready to die.
Yeah.
My goal in the third one was just to pass songs.
Understandable. I mean, at that point, like, you win 2 pools, like, everything else is gravy. Like,
oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Just having a good time.
To say that it's, like, exceeding expectations would be an understatement.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's the same for Croissant. Like, you could maybe plan to win 1 pool if you're, like, playing well, but, like, you do not plan to win 2 pools.
That's you got good draws, and you really executed. You really showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like this will be the last match. This will just determine placing in the pool between Super K and
AJ/Fortnite Chill.
That's right.
Appropriate that AJ's opting to just use the last card account that we have set up.
Yeah.
Since they are staff.
Represent. Got to represent, right? be getting the card draw in just a second. Two of them are logging in, talking with the TOs about something. Card draw toko. Yeah.
There we go.
There
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Double pocket pick, and we've got some doozies. We've got max 300 difficults to start, which, you know, more boomer charts.
Yeah.
But it's a very difficulty spike and then rest sort of chart flow.
Yeah, but let's talk about Trigger DSP. What?
We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Oh my god.
Let's play this one first.
Gotta have at least one max 300 play, right? In any tournament.
Yeah,
those
absolutely.
are the rules.
But it really is worth mentioning that, like, if you have not played max 300 difficults, you are probably not ready for the kinds of things it's going to ask you to do in a 12.
Yeah, that's very true.
You'll get a rest afterwards with something easy, but like there are some spikes that are like, wait, why is this in a 12? And
at the ending run,
yeah,
and you have to turn a bunch of times just you're turning back and forth for a couple measures. Kind of the same, but kind of the same format as the ESP, just fewer drills and more triples, essentially, right?
You'd think.
Are there any other drills in this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
That was a stream.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, I remember that burst. But there aren't those running drills that kind of go back and forth that you associate with the ESP. But those streams do not mess around.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty tight. AJ with a very slight lead.
Looks like Super K pulled ahead slightly. They are neck and neck.
Triplet hits and infamous stop. Caught a couple of brewers off guard. If you don't know it, it's yeah, no, you're not going to get it. But they both recovered admirably, and oh, they are dead even going into this ending. This is arguably harder because of all the syncopation. There aren't the full notes. And then here's the ending run. Oh. Super K takes it.
Super K takes it.
Stayed strong in that ending run. Really nicely done. 29. Wow. Taking AJ's pocket pick off of them.
Yeah.
That is not hard. That is very hard to do.
Yeah, really well done.
All right, now let's talk about this nonsense. Why?
This 12 is a mess. If you know the challenge, if you know the expert, it will not help you.
Yeah.
If you don't know specifically the 12, you are in for a bad time.
Yeah, it's one of those charts where you wish it got the Terratech mix treatment, right, where the gimmicks were different because the gimmicks that work for the 16 don't really fit, I don't think, very well.
You can make them work if you chart it differently. Just the way that they opted to chart it does not. Yeah.
It ain't it.
It's jarring.
This is what, X2, I think?
Something like that.
That early 2010 charting of just, you know, meh. Whatever. got, so we got 100, 200, 400, or just 100, 200, right? Or no, right, it's 100, 200, 400.
Yeah.
So a lot of slow reading.
Super K is killing this.
Wow.
But AJ is doing pretty well, considering that I'm reasonably sure he has no idea what this chart does.
Yeah, this is a vicious sight read. Any difficulty of trigger is a vicious sight read.
Prior to that section there, he was fairly close, despite like not knowing the gimmicks at all, which is impressive, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. And at this point, it's just chart knowledge. Super K demonstrating mastery over pocket pick. A really good one. Really good pocket pick. If you can nail it, this is a good one. I'll give her that. Saving it.
Well
good,
done.
Good full combo. Very nice.
Yeah, 961.
Taking it 2-0, and I think that puts her in 3rd or 4th. So nice, strong showing in that pool. Oh no, okay. Sorry.
Looks like 6.
I was misreading I misread from before. But solid win on her part. Solid use of the pocket pick. And I think with that, we are done with pool 3. And with that, I am going to bid adieu because I have to warm up for my pool, pool 5. But this lovely guy will be staying on with you, right? You're commentating pool 4 as well?
Well, I don't know if the word lovely applies, but I'm certainly going to be here.
You're bad at taking compliments.
Correct.
All right, it was great hanging out with y'all. Yeah, I think we'll be back soon with pool 4.